Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Board Meets World. We are your hosts. I'm Kyle. Sitting across the table from me is Steven.
Hello.
Yep.
How you doing?
Episode 14 of Boy Meets World, titled The B Team of Life.
Yeah, the B Team of Life. And I'm just going to ask up front, what do you think about this episode?
Well, I paid a lot more attention to it than the one previous.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But, yeah, what did you think, though?
it was good.
Really?
I enjoyed it more than the other one.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I was going to say it was the B Team of the show.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
This is not great.
Why? Will we get into it?
Just kind of nothing.
Nothing there for you?
Nah.
Maybe it's because you weren't the middle child. Oh, wait, you were, weren't you?
Oh.
Well, then maybe that's why you didn't. I forgot you had an older sister.
Yeah.
How's she doing?
Me too.
Like, I never see her anymore.
Not me either.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She's out there
Must have got that from Dad, huh?
with my dad, yeah. I don't know where they're at.
Those genes are strong there, huh?
Yeah.
Those abandonment genes.
Yeah, I feel like Sean.
Ooh. We're not there yet, are we?
Yeah, not quite.
Not quite. We're getting there, though.
Yeah, maybe.
So we open this episode with Cory and Sean and Chris, I think is his name.
I don't recall.
Harrison.
Has he been here before?
I don't think he's the same kid.
Okay.
No. That other one seemed like he had anger issues. This one seems pretty calm and chill.
Mm.
Got the really sweet haircut going on.
Oh, yeah.
Big fan of the racer top.
Mm. Eraser head.
Yeah. Well, David Lynch.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. Cory, his buddies, they're hanging out in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
They're waiting for the list of basketball players who made the team, who didn't, who's on the second string.
Yeah, who's starters, a.k.a. the A team, and who's the bench warmers, also known as the B team.
Yeah. So they're waiting for the list to be posted.
Yep.
While they're waiting, they're discussing what is worse, making the B team or not making the team.
Yep.
Making the B team, obviously, at least in their opinion.
Because it's a tease, right?
Sure.
Because you're so close. Yeah, you're not on the court playing.
Yeah, so far away, though.
Yeah.
Or what's worse, making the B team or falling out of a helicopter and landing on the Empire State Building eyeball first.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I kind of missed that joke.
Really?
Yeah, because what he said after, didn't really. I was like, why did he say that? That doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
But now it does. Anyways, continue.
What did he say?
He's like, well, throw me over the Empire State Building then. And
Oh,
he
okay.
had like the eye motion.
Yeah, he was doing a Naito.
There's some, Cory needs the tranquilo.
But yeah, that made me chuckle a little bit. I mean, there were some good jokes in this episode.
I can't. These last two episodes, they've made a lot of morbid jokes.
Dying, killing.
Yeah, impale my eyeball on the Empire State Building would be a better fate than making the second string of 6th grade basketball.
I don't know how you feel, but personally, I would probably take second string.
Yeah. Definitely. Can you imagine if this was baseball?
Yeah.
Gosh, it wouldn't even have made it to a second season because Cory would have slid his wrist in the bathtub or something. But
he could kind of tolerate
I'm
basketball,
glad.
though.
I'm kind of glad we see a reduction in sports given his mental health, especially in this episode.
So yeah, the list gets posted. We got Chris or whatever, Harris, A-team, Sean, A-team. Cory checks it out.
There's a typo. They spelled A with a B.
Yeah, B team for old Cory Matthews. Yeah, Sean's like, maybe it's a typo.
It's handwritten.
Handwritten. That was another good one.
Yeah.
Made me laugh. Yeah, Cory's just horrified to see his name so close to a B.
Minkus was actually quite happy about making.
Although it's probably the first time his name has had a B next to it, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Usually it's C+.
Minkus, totally stoked.
Yeah.
He can't wait to tell his pop. So, and then the friends, Sean and the guy we can't quite recall.
Yeah.
Because it's his first visit here, and
we'll just call him Harrison.
It'll be the last visit. They're like, hey, it's all good, man. Nothing's gonna change. It's not like you're gonna lose your friends or anything. And then they back away quickly.
Yeah.
And that launches us into our wonderful intro. Did you have any notes before we get to the next bit?
Yeah, I feel like they're once again trying to get the get a third person dynamic in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So,
Well, at some point they finally realized that. I think these last few episodes they seem to have already got there, but I guess they're like, well, let's give it one more try, I guess. Which, I have heard they always wanted Cory to have two best friends, but it just never panned out. And that's why that one episode, Sean has a sister for one episode because he absorbed another character's lines. Yeah.
right. It's confusing.
So yeah, after the intro,
Love that intro.
yeah, it's great. Thanks for the question. Previous episode from a podcast about something.
Did you ever play basketball, Steven?
Did I ever play basketball? Not professionally.
Okay, not on like a team or anything
No.
in school?
No.
I can see you doing the upward thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Upward thing.
Yeah, it was like the church league or whatever.
No.
No?
Well, I didn't go to church,
Oh.
so there's that.
Well, I'm sure they didn't either. They just played basketball.
Yeah, anything to get on the court, right?
Right. Born to ball.
But no, I mean, I played by myself. Yeah, I always did pretty well. Against myself.
Against yourself on your own. Like, you're just making baskets like, wow, I'm really good, guy.
Yeah.
Talking to the air.
No defense, I'm pretty good.
Yeah. When I don't have someone to play against, I'm pretty damn good.
Yeah, I can murder at horse.
Yeah.
Other than that, yet in the running aspect and whatnot, not so much.
I think you handled yourself pretty decently when all of us played that one time.
If I try, or I will only try if I somehow get into the mindset of this is a competition, because I will eventually take a game seriously. Yes.
Well, you have the right body proportions for it too. Like, you got the long legs and the long arms.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy for you to maneuver.
Sure.
Where if you're built like me, it's a little hard for me to even dribble between my legs,
Mm-hmm.
because like I have no like surface area there, like, or no distance.
Yeah, because of your big crotch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
huge. No, it's just like I'm stubby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, did you play basketball?
I did.
I'm guessing.
In elementary, like one time. I was really bad at it.
B string or?
No, it was A. I never got the ball though. They wouldn't pass it to me.
Ah. So you played in multiple games then?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Never score?
No, I don't think I did.
Did you ever get to do a foul shot?
No.
It's unfortunate.
I never got the ball, man. I was just there to take a space.
Did you ever foul someone?
Not that I remember.
Okay.
I can never keep up with anybody. Stubby little legs, man.
Oh, well. Yeah, so after the intro, we jump to the classroom, and the agenda today is the evolution of mankind and a little bit about Darwin.
Yeah.
We see Minkus and Sean and some random girl being props to show,
Modern man, the Neanderthal,
Yeah.
and what came before that.
Yeah, you get it. And Feeney is going on with his lesson here, and he hits a line.
Yep.
And what is that line?
Crawling, the most sub form of human life, crawling out of the slime.
And right then, Cory makes a poorly, or you might say wonderfully timed entrance into the classroom.
Oh, it was definitely timed. But he comes in. It was pretty funny. The timing was perfect.
Yeah, just great. Right after he says the lowest form of life crawls out of the slime, here comes Cory. He's like, hey, what'd I miss? And everyone gets a huge pop, and yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
Definitely good stuff.
I
And then
like
they
it.
go on about it, and Cory is just in his funk, you know.
Yeah, he tells Feeney he's late because he was talking to the coach. He's trying to sort out this whole B
Yeah.
team, A team situation. Turns out, not a mistake.
No.
He's not good enough.
Yeah, and Feeney's like, okay, that is what it is, because survival of the fittest, natural selection, you know.
It's dictated that Cory is not meant for the first string.
Right.
And would you say he pulled a little bit of reverse psychology on Cory into like motivating him or anything?
Could be. Or he could be trying to just tell him, like, look, some things, you know, you're going to be poorly suited for, like, say, being a starter on the basketball team, but you might excel at something else where other people would falter that were on the A team.
Yeah. But Cory seems to leave with the intentions of trying his best to get on the A team.
What did he say? He was like something about the slime.
I guess he was Oh God, how do you say it? I think he was saying he was gonna like rise up out of the slime.
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna
become
crawl up out of the
something.
slime and be something. Which is funny. He says that
Mm-hmm.
because I think his little slacker ass was hanging out in front of the classroom,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just waiting to come in.
Mm.
Because when Feeney talked about the slime, Cory was not in there.
Yeah.
And then he just comes in.
Or it could come back to the thing where Cory is a little smarter than he lets on, so he already kind of knows this shit.
Maybe he read ahead.
Yeah.
Not likely.
Well, I mean, he's got plenty of time. It's not like he can play basketball.
Did I tell my baseball story on here?
I remember something about baseball, I want to say, or that could just be from the show because they mentioned baseball a lot.
Yeah. Well,
But let's hear it again. I'm sure it's
okay.
great.
Sorry if I've already told this story before, but I played baseball when I was younger, up until about, I'd say, Cory's age, 11. And I was always put in right field.
This is a multiple sport athlete over here.
Oh, yeah. You can tell. Yeah. Yeah, I always played right field, never deviated from that. That was my spot. And I took pride in that. I was like, I'm a right fielder. You know, that's what I do. So, like, anytime somebody, I'd be like, yeah, I played baseball. I was right field. And then, like, okay, cool. And then I finally get to, like, high school, and I'm just talking with this one kid. And he's, like, a baseball fanatic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, knows everything about the sport. He was like, okay, so what position did you play? And I was like, right field.
Like you said it loud and proud.
Yeah, I was like, right field. Yeah, this guy right here. Nothing's getting hit over there to me. Otherwise, they're out. And he was like, he just looks at me, and he has a grin on his face, but his eyes just convey pity. Because he goes, that's where they put the worst player on the team.
Well, I mean, is that true, or was he maybe just breaking your balls?
We're going to look it up
Okay.
later.
Okay.
But for some reason, like, and this could just be my coping mechanism, I didn't really hear this or anything, but, like, I'm left-handed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I bat left-handed.
Yeah.
And you like to have a left-handed batter because when they swing to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning the ball goes to right field. Which, holy shit, I just solved my own problem. I don't have to look this up.
Yeah.
They hit it to the right side because that's where they put the weakest player. Son of a bitch!
Kind of puts a hole in your theory, I think. Huh?
Yep, never mind.
Wow.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
It's okay.
Survival of the fittest, I guess.
Obviously.
Lesson learned.
I couldn't run a lap to save my life. I wasn't very fit.
So at home, Cory is...
I never understood that either, why they have you run laps in baseball. You do a sprint to a base. Why are we running laps?
I never played, so I don't know what they do.
It's just stupid. Continue.
They run bases, I know that, but I don't
Yeah.
know what they actually, the training is.
I never understood why we were signed up for that rather than like something that would do better with our husky physiques, like football or...
You guys never played football?
No. They wouldn't let us do
Maybe it
dangerous.
was a danger thing.
But, you know, a flying ball coming at your face is totally safe.
Yeah, especially when it's pitched to you. Yeah, I mean, not that these kids are probably throwing it like a pro, but...
No, they're trying to hit you
Yeah.
because they can't throw straight because they're still learning.
Well, I mean, in the sense of it's probably not the same velocity as a pro, but
Yeah.
but still, I mean, a baseball is probably going to hurt no matter the speed.
Yeah, I've been hit in the face with a baseball twice in my life.
Yeah.
Well, once was a baseball bat. But
Maybe that's a story too.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and jump into that.
you want to hear the
Oh,
story
yeah.
too? Okay. So we didn't have a baseball, but we had a bat and a basketball.
Okay.
So they threw the basketball at me. I go to swing and hit the basketball, right?
Sure.
The force off the basketball hits the bat back to my face and hits me in the eye.
Black eye. Anything?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. 2 solid seasons of baseball. Like, I started with a shiner.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Man,
Maybe that was
like,
intimidating for the other team.
they're probably just like, no, we're gonna hit it to that guy. Should have been a bullseye.
Clearly, he can't catch. He's just
But,
getting in the
yeah,
face
they
with the
would
ball.
they would take team photos. Your mom would get them, and I had one where I actually had the black eye in it.
You're always like turning your head so the good eye shows.
Man, I got one eye closed. I'm like, I can't see the ball.
Anywho, back to the show. Cory goes home and he's turning to older brother Eric,
Yep.
trying to help him get through this whole B string thing. Eric's a little preoccupied with his own self-esteem issues here. He's pumping the iron.
Yeah. Scum.
He's trying to get all beefed up for the girls because all the seniors are taking the ladies, and no one in his grade will hook up with them.
Their cars and their muscles and their Burger King trainee hats.
So Cory's like, obviously you're a little too busy to help me out. So he goes downstairs. He's trying to talk to Mom. Mom's a little too busy as well. What's she up to?
Baking cookies.
Baking cookies. She's fucking sewing up dresses, make Morgan a princess. Doesn't really have time to listen to him either. The buzzer goes off. Got to take out the cookies.
Got to catch Morgan before she burns her hands off in the oven. And
as she runs out, that's when Alan makes his entrance, and Cory attempts to tell him about the game as well. He wants to hear about it, but then they're interrupted. But before that, I do want to mention, I thought this joke was pretty good. All the dressmaking materials are laying on the table. You know, you got like boas and feathers and whatnot. Yeah. And Alan says, "Did you kill and eat a Vegas showgirl?"
Okay. Like, I thought it was like some kind of like, I couldn't really tell what he said. I heard showgirl and kill, but I didn't hear the middle part. So that's actually really funny because, like, what the hell? Like, kill and eat.
Kill and eat a Vegas showgirl. Just fantastic. He had a lot of good lines in this, or at least 2 good lines in this episode. I mean,
he really needs like a soundtrack for when he enters the set. You know, like people cheer and stuff, like "Woo, yeah, Alan."
I'm gonna cut that. And anytime we're gonna mention Alan, I'm gonna put that in.
You should.
Woo, yeah, Alan. But yeah, after that wonderful line, he starts to get interrupted as well because Morgan runs in, Eric's running in, he's asking for money to get a car, which this.
Yeah, $36,000 is what a Camaro went. Was it Corvette or Camaro?
I want to say Vet.
Okay, yeah, okay, Corvette, which are nice. I prefer them over Camaros, but
sure. Yeah, Eric's trying to get $36,000.
Alan's like, yeah, can you break 50,000 for me?
Yeah, sure. Can you break a 50,000?
Oh yeah, Alan.
I thought that was pretty good. Like, yeah, can you break a 50,000? That's good shit.
Just the disgust on his face too. Like, get away from me.
Cory finally has enough of this bullshit being ignored. Yeah. He starts going to this very overactive play-by-play of his game. Yeah,
like reenacting it.
He's just calling out. He's like the announcer for the game, running up and down. He gets through these blockers, blah, blah, blah. He gets a foul shot, ties up the game, gets the ball again, throws it, slow motion, gets the winning point for the game. And the family's like, holy shit, I wish we were there.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah. Cory says, yeah, I just made that up.
Yeah. Well, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the second string.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell us that?
I'm a loser.
And Eric's like, he told me, and they look at him like, why didn't you tell us that?
Yeah.
You're supposed to tell us what he says. That's why we have you sleeping in the same room.
Yeah. Yeah, so Cory's like, made the second string, and as the middle child, he feels like maybe he made the second string at life, too.
Aww.
And really sad, and goes up to his room.
Did that kill it for you?
Yeah, brought me down.
Sorry.
It's okay. Cory's parents have a quick little talk in the kitchen, and they're trying to figure out what went wrong here. They accidentally had 3 kids, used to have 2. It was easy. Now they're outnumbered.
Yep.
They got to double team Cory and get to the bottom of this problem.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. Oh, why'd you make that face?
What face? Why'd you make that sound with your voice?
Which sound?
The tone.
What tone?
Nasty tone.
Nasty tone. I think you're just reading into things.
Sorry.
That's okay.
All right.
Yeah, so they come to the realization that they've kind of neglected the old middle child here, being Cory. If only just during this week, at least.
Or probably just this
episode.
5 minutes, just because they're perfect parents. So
they are pretty good. So yeah, they decide that they need to focus their attention on Cory, and we'll see if that helps or not.
Yeah. So then we cut to is it Cory coming home?
We're going to school first, and Minkus is having a little conversation with Cory about...
Wasn't that game the best?
how great the game was, just riding the bench, and we had the best seat in the house. It would only be better if we were actually in the game.
Which got me thinking, like, do you think that some players that don't get to play, like reserve players and stuff, like they've actually got it really good, especially if they're fans of the game outside of just playing it?
Mm-hmm.
Because, you get front row seat.
Yeah.
You're getting paid to watch this game.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to work
not in school, but yeah.
And you're getting to hang out with these great players and stuff.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a bad gig to me.
No. Obviously they still have to do everything that they do, like training and whatnot.
Yeah, but it's like there's no stress. You know what I mean? It's just like
not a lot of pressure of like I gotta fucking win this game or whatever.
I can kill any regular Joe in the sport,
mm-hmm.
and I get to hang out with like the stars of this game.
Yeah, I would do it if I was athletic at all.
Yeah,
and wanted to actually work out and train and this and that, but I don't.
Because especially with football, even if you don't play and you suck, you automatically got a shoehorn way into wrestling.
And Cory just isn't digging this conversation. He thinks Minkus is totally crazy for being all about, all in on the second string. Like, we don't play. Like, what's the point?
Right.
I'd rather fall eyeball first on the Empire State Building myself.
So painful.
Cory says.
I wouldn't know. I'm just assuming it's painful. Did you ever have to take a back seat in your in the family? Like when your brother was born, or?
I don't have a brother.
Oh, we're not calling her that anymore.
No.
Oh.
I'm sure it happened, but nothing to where I'm like bummed. I don't think, because I probably prefer to be left alone anyways. So maybe in the sense of presents or something, that's got to be split up a little bit more. Things like that, or even. Not even like super close relatives in the sense of a sibling, but like cousins or whatever being born. Because I remember growing up, I was like the center of attention, because uncle and them didn't have kids yet, so they like spoil me.
Yeah.
Then they pop out some, and then it's like, here's like whatever,
Yeah. We got our own now. We don't need your your rental.
We don't have to pretend you're our kid anymore.
Interesting.
What about yourself? I know you got a little bro.
Yeah, I do. Actually, the whole backseat thing didn't happen until we were teenagers. So, like, we were treated pretty equally, all the way up to that. And then after that, it was kind of like I had to work when I was of age and then pay for my stuff. And I would get, like, clothes here and there at the start of each school thing. We both did. That was cool. And but the thing is, I never got to do anything. Like, as far as, like, go to a concert or, like, get handouts on, like, clothing, like $50 clothing, mall clothing. My brother got all that.
Mm-hmm.
Got to go to the concerts whenever he wanted when he was, like, 16, 15. I think when he was 15, he went to the Warped Tour or something.
Probably.
Yeah, I had to sneak out and say I was staying at a friend's house for the weekend to go to my first concert in Cincinnati.
You poor child.
Yeah. And, God, Mom was pissed when she found out about that.
How'd you find out?
I don't know.
Accidentally, or you just
I think that snitch followed me up there from school.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Check out episode 13 to learn about the snitches.
Yeah. No, that's it.
All right. So Cory's friends show up, and they start showing him an old edition of a Sports Illustrated magazine with an article on famous athletes who started out on the second string and became big old stars after a while.
Tom Brady, was not like a premier draft pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was like way on the bottom or something.
Really?
When he got picked, yeah.
It seemed to work out for him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And Cory thinks maybe this could work out for him too. He could eventually be a great athlete given time and a lucky break. Unfortunately, soon after, he finds out that the B team isn't allowed to go on the away games.
The coach was not sugarcoating it at all. Yeah. Like, he comes in there and Cory's got the,
He's like, what the hell?
Yeah, what's their mascot thing? He's got the W on there, and he's like, Matthews, what are you doing suited up?
Yeah.
B team don't go on away games.
I feel there's a little.
You feel nothing. Let's keep going.
Okay. Watch the episode. You might know what I'm getting at.
But, that was like, he's so stern. Like, just.
Yeah, he's definitely, like, just disgusted seeing Cory in the uniform.
You're on the B team, moron. What do you think you're doing? You think I'm going to fly you out there with my own money just to let you warm the bench?
Fly you out there?
Yeah, on my bus. My magic school bus.
Magic school bus. Another great show.
That's our next pod, magic school bus.
So yeah, Cory bummed. He goes home, feeling super bummed. No one's home.
Yeah, comes to an empty home.
He doesn't know where anyone's at, so he kind of edges out, watches TV for a few hours.
That's how I cope with things.
Yeah. Just get my mind off stuff, you know.
I don't want to think. I just want to watch somebody's heart get probed on TV.
Yeah, he was seeing some interesting things on TV, it sounded like. Then he gets a little hungry after a few hours.
It's almost 7 o'clock, still not home.
He's on a schedule. He's in 6th grade, I think he says. And he's like, I'm on a schedule. It's time to eat. And then, soon after, I'm sure it's bedtime. So he sees out the window. Feeney is grilling out.
Yeah, got a delicious barbecue-basted chicken on the grill.
It's looking good.
It does look good.
Especially to a hungry 11-year-old boy that's had a rough day at school. Family's gone. He's only had chips. I mean, it's not looking good. So he gets a pretty wild plan here. He calls Feeney's home phone.
Yeah.
Feeney hears the ring.
Yeah.
Runs inside. Cory hops the fence, grabs the chicken.
Wait a minute, did he grab it with his bare hands?
He poked it with a fork.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, as he's hopping back over the fence, the worst thing in the world happens.
That chicken goes face down into
face down
into a garden bed because that chicken had a face.
Went face down into a garden bed. I like that, face down. I don't think it had a face.
No.
And then he's like, oh shit. He's like digging around in the garden. Feeney comes out. He sees the grill. It's empty. He's looking around like, what the hell? Somebody stole a chicken? Are you kidding me? He's running around. As he coming back, sees Cory down there playing in the garden. It's like, what the hell are you doing over there, kid?
Yeah. That's how he says it, too. He's mad by that chicken. He has his suspicions.
Yeah. Yeah, then this leads to Cory learning that his whole family decided to go to his basketball game today.
Right. Which apparently his whole family's a group of idiots, too, because they didn't know that the B team doesn't go to away games.
Well, it took forever for them to even find out he was on the B team, so they're not too on the up and up here.
Not too concerned.
So then Cory is trying to convince Feeney that he needs to take him to the game because his family loves him and he wants to be there for him, being there for him. And he offers to buy Feeney some corn dogs.
Yeah, a couple corn dogs. It's tempting, but...
Yeah, I don't think Feeney's a corn dog guy.
I can see him being a corn dog guy.
Really?
Yeah. An intelligent man, has some simple taste that he likes to indulge in periodically.
So he finally agrees to it. They take him to the game, and then we see the Matthews family get home after the game.
In celebration.
And boy, did Cory do great.
He did. He scored 6 points.
Luckily, he was there because somehow three first-string players got fouled out of the game.
I'm starting to think they don't have a very good basketball team to begin with.
Maybe the A team isn't really the A team either.
Yeah.
Although he did say they were ahead 31 points.
Their team or the home team?
Cory's team.
Oh, I thought
he was like, it doesn't matter that I had 6 points because we were already up 31 points, but still.
Oh, okay. I thought he said that it didn't matter because the other team was already ahead 31 points.
I mean, that's how I took it anyways, but maybe he meant that. I'm not sure.
Because that would be funnier to me.
Yeah, but pretty convenient that he happens to show up, and a lot of members of the team got fouled out. Which, I don't know if that's actually a thing, since I've never played sports.
You can foul out in basketball.
Not that.
Oh.
That the second string doesn't get to go.
Well, I mean, that seems kind of short-sighted, Because
what if this actually does happen?
Yeah, because I know you don't have that many players as your A team.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you have maybe 10 players.
And especially at this age group, I think everyone should at least get a little round in.
See, that's your whole woke millennial bullcrap coming out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if you're going to at least have a second string, if you think they shouldn't be playing at all, don't let them make the team. But if they're good enough to make a second string, and that's your backups, and this happens, you need them, obviously. But if they're already there, I mean, I would give my A team a little break. You know, they're the stars anyways.
31 points ahead. You want to take a break?
Yeah, or give them a breather. I don't know how often you can bring people in or out of games. I don't know if there's a rule on that, but because I have no idea about sports whatsoever.
I was never taken out. I was that good. No clue whatsoever.
So it just seems like a bad idea not to bring backups. Is all I'm saying.
Right.
But yeah, his whole family's super proud of Cory, as they should be.
Yeah, 6 points. He
showed
came
up,
in,
saved the day.
Yeah, he actually was like
Not
really
necessarily saved the day. But
well. No, but I mean, still he scored 6 points. That's got to be really good, right?
yeah,
I never scored any points.
Especially he said he scored the 6 points in the last minute of the game.
That is really good.
So 3 shots in 1 minute somehow.
Maybe they weren't even guarding him at that point. Like, this whole game's screwed, so we're just going to...
Yeah, maybe the other team just gave up.
Maybe Cory just sucks.
They were down 31.
Yeah,
they were taking it easy on him.
They were talking about how good he performed in the clutch and stuff. And see, I thought that it was like the other team was ahead by 31. So I thought he was actually doing really well under pressure. Turns out maybe he wasn't because there was no pressure. So
yeah.
I'm going to get rid of this note right here.
He's actively scribbling it out.
Yep.
Just so he doesn't accidentally read it after saying that. Which I don't know how he reads his notes in the first place because, boy, it's rough.
Nonsense.
Yeah, Amy and Alan tell Cory that they're super proud of him and no matter what, and that they hope that he'll talk to them the next time something bothers him or if he's upset or whatever. And Alan says, just grab my face if you need to get my attention. Did I miss anything? Anything you got to say here?
No. The post-credits scene, I thought we got a pretty good little Easter egg.
Yeah, Cory's hanging out with his friends here.
Yeah, talking about Feeney tearing up that road with that gremlin.
Yeah.
Like riding the curb, getting air on some...
Yeah. Talking about the trip where Feeney had to take him to the game, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just crazy fast driving skills. Like, you wouldn't believe that Mr. Feeney would do this.
They can't believe it.
And neither would the friends, yeah. But then Feeney shows up, and he's got driving gloves on, sunglasses, and a fellow teacher.
Yeah, the coach. That was the coach.
Yeah. He's annoyed at losing a race.
He would have had you if it hadn't been for the light. And Feeney said something witty, but I can't even remember it because I was thinking about, like, that's really funny that Feeney is such a crazy driver when he was actually the voice for Kit.
Yeah.
On Knight Rider.
Yeah. Little known fact, I'm sure.
Yeah. You know, a little Easter egg there for some of you all not in the know.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, we already kind of covered. You liked this episode?
I did. You didn't.
More than episode
13.
No, I mean, didn't hate it, but don't love it. You know, it's just middle of the road for me, really.
I got you. It didn't do anything for you.
Nah, a few chuckles. That's about it. No major lesson, at least in my opinion.
Right.
I didn't take away a lot.
Okay.
Not a great storyline in general, I don't think.
I thought it was good because we hadn't had this kind of story yet.
Like a real middle child thing? Or?
Yeah, we hadn't had that yet.
Well, I remember he mentioned it, at least that one episode where he was fumbling around with that video camera, talking about the plight of the middle child.
Oh, yeah. Well, never mind then. This episode sucks. What'd you learn this week?
What I learned this week, that Feeney is just sick behind the wheel. That's all I know. I learned that maybe sports teams don't bring their second-string players to away games. I don't know if that's just storytelling on TV or real life.
I think that's just a plot device, really.
And I learned that, what did I learn? Like I didn't get much from this.
Always have a backup. That's what you learned.
Okay. Thanks for being my backup today.
No problem. I'll be your right fielder any day, Steven.
Do you have any other discussion points?
That's it, man. I got it.
All right. I got one question for us today.
Shoot.
It's kind of encompasses the entire show, really.
Okay. Who's this from?
Even though we haven't covered it yet, but I don't think it really matters. You've seen enough of the show to kind of get it, I think.
Okay.
It's from our friends over at Cinematically Correct, and you can follow them on Twitter at CinematicallyC. And they ask, does the fact that they have Mr. Feeney as a teacher from middle school through college bother you? or do you find it an endearing part of the show?
Oh my God, that happens.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Now that I know about it, pretty freaking cool. Don't see any negatives. Realistically, it's a little far-fetched, but...
Would you not really know that? Okay.
Yeah, off mic. But I'm assuming that they don't.
I don't know how they feel. That's all the words I got.
Oh, okay. Because I would assume if you're even asking that question, you must have conflicting thoughts about this. But I think I like it personally. Yeah, I think I like it personally.
Mm-hmm. You think you like it?
Well, I know I do.
Okay.
But what do you think?
I mean, obviously, like you said, it's incredibly far-fetched and would never happen.
Do you think that maybe what was that guy's name? He was the English teacher, or the motorcycle?
Mr. Turner.
Do you think he was supposed to be the stand-in for Feeney after season 1 when they go off to high school and stuff? And he was going to be the teacher that takes over and they were just going to have a new teacher each time? Or
No.
Not at all? It's always going to be Feeney?
Oh, yeah.
Following it up?
If it wasn't in class, he would at least be there as a neighbor.
Okay.
You know, I think the entire thing, I mean, we kind of got to an Eric Feeney bond eventually, but the show was about Cory learning about life, and that's kind of who he's learning it from. I mean, eventually it was a little more about him learning from his friends and stuff like that as he grew, but Feeney's his teacher, you know.
Right.
And he always came to him for advice, things like that. But as for this question, yeah, obviously it's totally bullshit and would never happen.
Yeah.
But do I, does it bother me? No, not at all. I think it was a great part of the show, and I think it was needed, really.
Yeah. He's that, I was going to say he's that one constant, but Cory has nothing but constants in this show.
Yeah.
When you think about it, like, he has more things that stay constant with him than things that change.
Even though he's always struggling with feeling left out or being different than everyone.
Yeah. Well, I think that's just he can't see the forest for the trees.
Perhaps. But no, I like that aspect of the show. I would have been very upset if Feeney ever was out of the picture.
If he wrecked his gremlin instead of Mr. Turner.
Yeah, exactly.
Wrecking his motorcycle.
I love Feeney. Yeah, it's far-fetched, but in a way it kind of made sense. Because, you know, in college he showed up because he kind of quit being a teacher, and then he went back to college. That was like the excuse for him to be there.
Oh, he was actually going to school.
Was to go to school, and then eventually he was like, all right, I should just be a teacher because...
Yeah, got my PhD, I'm ready to...
But, yeah, I mean, yeah, never going to happen in real life.
That's got to be a sweet gig, though. You know, before Kentucky killed the pension for him and stuff.
No, it's back on, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. I just heard that the other day, like, they readjusted it, and it's almost back to how it was anyways.
Oh, okay. So. Well, they were going to put him into, like, the retirement that the state does now, where, like, it's 401k with, like, a really nice match.
But yeah, I hope that was a good enough answer for you. Thanks for the question. Anyone else want to send any question about the show, about us, whatever the fuck, we'll answer anything. You can ask us over at Boar Meets World on Twitter or boarmeetsworld@gmail.com. You got to say something?
Just a disclaimer, though. If you send us any cheeky questions trying to tear down the show, there is no guarantee that we will make a whole episode about you. Okay?
Yeah, not everyone gets an entire show dedicated to them. Only Cherry Bun Bun.
2 episodes later, still talking about him.
We got anything else for this episode? I feel...
Do you think...
watching this episode was quick, and I feel like we got through this episode quick.
We did. We're at 45 right now.
Okay.
Do you think you would get made fun of and heckled by kids if you were a teacher?
I don't think I would expect anything less.
No, okay.
I mean, I feel like that is just a thing that is going to happen.
Like nature of the game?
Yeah. I mean, they don't want to be there. They're bored. I mean, they got to do something. Unless you're a minkus, I guess. But.
Yeah. Or if you're like a really awesome teacher and they love your class.
Yeah, perhaps. But that is very few and far between.
Oh, yeah. Especially at high school or public school level.
I never... There was like, in my lifetime, one to two teachers I liked or really liked, you know.
Yeah. Well, I always tended to respect the ones that were passionate about what they were teaching, even if I didn't care about it. Mm-hmm. But the ones that would drone on or PowerPoints or, you know, just there to collect a check like that. showed them no respect.
Yeah, there was definitely, at least in our school system, perhaps different everywhere else.
When you take a psychology class and the teacher's answer to someone asking about people that are into masochism and stuff, and their response is they're just weird, really shows how deep your psych professors are into their material.
Yeah, at least in our school system, I was going to say, is most of them just kind of was like, here's the thing, like, do it. You know,
I've heard it's gotten worse.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good for everyone.
And these fuckers want their retirement. Thank you all. See you next week.